Hi YouTube, how's everybody? It's Dede Blass, the Black Madonna. I said I was coming back tonight, but I'm like, what the hell? Might as well do it now, right? I'm in the mood. Okay, yeah, I have some stories for you. Okay, as of course we have some good stories, and we gotta be prepared for some of the gory stories. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, now a beautiful, loving mother and her 2-week-old baby go missing in Texas as a fiance pleads for their return. Okay, now she was a very pretty lady. Okay, Shane Corey is asking the public for help in finding his fiance. Her name is Heidi Brossert, and her baby, her name is Margaret Casey. Okay, so this is according to Chris Hines. Okay, Highness, I believe. Yeah, I hope they find the mother in her 2 weeks. She's only 2 weeks old. So this is all they had for the story, but, my mind is thinking that this guy did something to his wife and that 2-week-old baby. Yes, I believe that. Okay, all right, now, here's another story, okay? Now, there's a former HGTV host. His name is Christopher Dion, sentenced to 3 years in prison for molesting a 10-year-old little girl. Christopher Dion was arrested in January 2018 for the sexual assault of a minor. He needs more time than that. 3 years? I mean, what about her life? What's going to happen to her? She could be damaged, So it was more than 3 years. This little girl is damaged. She is. And it's for life. It is. In 3 years, that's all that guy gets is 3 years. That's a lot of times too when you sit back and you think about like, wow, my drug dealing friend just got 35 years in prison. You know what I mean? No violent, no nothing, just selling his little drugs. And then at the same time, you got people like Christopher Dion raping 10-year-old girls and they only get 3 years in prison. I think about it. Does that make sense to you? I mean, you just think about it. I believe that all child molesters should get life in prison without parole. That's what I believe. That should be. I think the drug dealers need to get what they get. If you want to get out there, that's what you're going to be. You can't sell drugs for the rest of your life. You cannot. You cannot sell drugs for the rest of your life. You cannot. Okay? You're either going to end up dead or you're going to be in jail for 35, 40 years for the rest of your life. And I understand sometimes, it gets hard, maybe your mom is a victim of crack, maybe a victim of alcohol or something. And, so she's victimized. So she doesn't have it for her children, mostly. You understand? I just wonder about things like that sometimes, I just wonder, like, what in the world, with a pedophile, they get 6 months. They don't even get 6 months hardly. They get 3 months. Now, one pedophile guy, he did get 6 years in prison. He was a teacher, a professor at a very prominent college. And so anyway, he got time. I think he got 3 years, I believe. And that was kind of the only one that I really know about. But the rest of them, 3 months, 90 days, 60 days, 6 months. That's what they get for raping a child. But a drug dealer trying to feed his family, you know what I mean? And he's out there. I don't know, I just think that they need to change the laws on the drug dealing. To me, drug dealing is overrated, but you understand, how is this guy getting life in prison for selling the drugs, and this pedophile man done raped this little 3-year-old girl, and he gets 6 months, he gets 3 years in prison? Does that make sense? I'm sorry. I hope that doesn't make me look bad, but if it does, I'm sorry. You can't look good all the time, I guess. But I don't agree with it. I don't agree that the pedophiles should get 6 months to a year and the drug dealer gets life in prison. I don't agree with that. And I always will have that in me. I don't agree with it. I think it's the opposite. The pedophiles need to get 30 years. The pedophiles need to get life in prison without the possibility of parole. Do you understand? Drug dealers, I mean, it's illegal. You're going to get some time. You got to know that. And you got to know you can't sell for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? So you're going to jail at some point. You know what I mean? This is bad, Okay, yeah, I'm going to end this tape. This was one story, so I did a commentary on it because I was just a little concerned on, how the drug dealers get 30 to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And a pedophile just gets 6 months. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Okay? All right, you guys have a nice weekend. I'll be back with another story in about an hour. Thank you.